Hey everyone, my name is Rob Greenfield. I'm an environmental activist and an adventurer with a basic mission to help people live more sustainably and at the same time with more health and happiness. I do this both by leading by example in my daily life, but also by doing live it out loud activism that really catches people's attention and gets them to think about important environmental issues. You might have seen Trash Me, where for 1 month I lived like the average American, but I wore every single piece of trash that I created. Or you might have seen when I lived in a tiny house in Florida and I grew and foraged everything that I ate for an entire year. So no grocery stores, no restaurants, nothing packaged or processed whatsoever. And you might have seen one of the few times where I biked across the United States on a bicycle made out of bamboo. So I do these extreme things because I'm very passionate about getting people to think about our daily actions, the things that we do every day at home, at work, at school, in our lives, and how they impact the world. So I'm really excited to be partnering with Easy Eco Tips to share a couple of my favorite tips with you, things that you can do that are really deeply impactful, but at the same time are pretty easy things to adapt into your lives. All right, the first tip that I want to share with you is buying your fruits and vegetables unpackaged. So rather than going and getting the pre-cut fruits and vegetables that come in all of this plastic, buy whole fruits and vegetables, and especially try to be able to buy them in bulk, the ones that don't come wrapped in plastic and packaging. And even better, rather than putting them in plastic at the store, make sure to bring your own reusable produce bags, which you can make out of old t-shirts, for example, and put your produce in there. Now, along with that, you can also go to grocery stores that have a bulk food section. There's zero waste shops where everything is unpackaged, but a lot of grocery stores just have also a bulk food section where you can fill up your own reusable containers, for example, lentils. And a lot of these stores have hundreds of different items that you can buy. Now, by doing this, you can reduce the amount of plastic that you're creating by hundreds or thousands of pounds in your lifetime, which means a lot less of that being created, a lot less fossil fuels being burnt, and then a lot less garbage to the landfill. So this is a great tip. It also helps you to eat a healthier diet because it means more cooking from scratch, more eating healthy food, and it means a lot less processed ingredients. So this is one of my greatest tips, and it's a great one on Easy Eco Tips to make a positive impact in your own life and in the world. All right, what about after you eat that produce that didn't come in a package, and you're not going to eat that apple core or those peels? What do you do with that? And that's tip number 2, and that is composting your organic waste. So for that, I'm going to take you over to the compost bin. Join me over there. All right, so here we are at the compost bin, and this is where your food scraps go. Now, of course, a great tip is eating your food and not wasting it. But what you aren't going to eat, what can't be eaten, can go to the compost bin. And rather than having your food waste go to the landfill, where it's actually going to emit methane and other greenhouse gases and be a complete waste product, here it can turn into soil, into compost that can be used right in your garden to grow more food. So it's a beautiful thing, keeping waste out of the landfill and producing nutritious compost and soil that can be used right on site. Now, composting can be done in many different ways. If you're in an apartment, you could bring your compost to a farmer's market or a community garden that would accept it. If you don't have space, and then if you do have space, you can make a very simple compost bin in your backyard, or if you really want, you can also buy a pre-made compost bin. So these are tips that most of us that can do that improve our own quality of life and improve the quality of life of those around us through our actions. I'm really excited for Easy Eco Tips because there's hundreds of awesome, simple ways to live more sustainably. So definitely check it out, spend time on there. I've been through there, and there's so many that are completely in alignment with my way of life, which is simply trying to live in a way that's beneficial to the earth, my community, and myself. So wonderful spending time with all of you, and I hope that you will make one positive change after watching this video. See you soon.